Thank you all again for your time today. Like I said,
ILAO is adopting this new strategy. Instead of the experts telling people what they need, we're kind of flipping the script now, and we're asking people to tell us what they need. There's a saying that I like to think about is that the people closest to the solution are often closest to the problem. Some of their stories are going to stick with me for the rest of my life, and I'm rooting for them, all of them. I think for me, the biggest takeaway is how all of these people can be any of us. Their stories were so relatable. These resources should be available to everybody because eviction can happen to anybody.
Anybody like you, or me, or Robert. Robert had served as a firefighter and was a small business owner. He and his wife owned their home and were looking forward to the birth of their first child.
In 2009, my daughter was born. And in 2010, Harper was diagnosed with band heterotopia or double cortex syndrome. But then about a year after that, my wife got very, very sick. She was diagnosed with what's called CVID. It's a autoimmune disorder. So they said, she's going to need infusions the rest of her life. But it's $50,000 a month. We couldn't find a private insurance company to cover it. So after we went through everything, we sold our house, cars. We had no other options but to go on Medicaid.
Facing impossible medical costs, Robert's family lost everything. When landlords tried to evict them 3 times, Robert couldn't find legal help anywhere.
When you're on housing vouchers, there's a stigma. Being on Section 8, there's a stigma that you can't shake. When people hear that, they automatically think you're no good. No attorney would help us. We couldn't get help from any attorney. And I'm not exaggerating if I told you we reached out to 1,200 attorneys. That's probably frugal. So I educated myself by going through places like ILAO. I just think it's an unfair battleground when one side has a lawyer and the other side doesn't. But since there's no law for that, then you have to lean on places like ILAO.
When I hear about people having enough information and having the tools that they need to be able to represent themselves in court, it lets me know that ILAO is doing something right.
Went to the appellate court. I did my own appeal and I won. They overturned the eviction. I can attest that you can win on your own because I have done it. It takes work, but you can do it.
ILAO's eviction help groups connect people like Robert with others facing similar challenges, creating both learning and support.
As a research manager at ILAO.
Ours is due to the fact
I got involved with ILAO after I won the appeal. Being a part of the ILAO eviction help group was very helpful because you're able to help others that don't know what you had to do during this, so you can kind of give them direction. And then you learn things that you didn't know.
We brought these people together so that we could learn how they could help us help them. And it ended up being they were helping each other. And that was a big thing that people told me when we had our group meetings, is that it was so nice to be able to talk to other people who had been through what they've been through. And it reminded me how important the work is that we're doing.
I learned that the appeal is going to last forever. It's going to be part of an opinion that lasts longer than I am. And I learned it's going to help a lot of other people. Then going to court was a little different because then I thought, okay, wait a second. I know a little more than I thought I did.
I don't think this was the intention, that bringing people together would also create like some type of like an emotional support group. Eviction, amongst other crises that people go through, can be very isolating.
I've been fighting this entire battle by myself, no attorney, no help. And that's why I had to rely on places like ILAO, where I could get information that maybe I didn't have to help me get through this.
On our last days, there were tears at our last meeting. I choked up a little because I knew how meaningful the group was to everybody. Complete strangers across multiple counties, across the state of Illinois, suddenly knew each other by name, looked forward to seeing each other.
If other people were in a situation like mine where they're pro se, where they're doing this on their own and they have to go through this, it's going to be very easy for them to want to give up and just say, this is too hard. I believe the exact same thing, but I had two people that I had to fight for. If it was just me, it would have been easy to walk away from this and give up. So you have to put all your fears, all your doubts, everything aside, and you have to walk through fire. I never expected to be in a situation like this my entire life. The only thing I could take from this now is that this was for a reason, and now my path has to be to try to help other people so that they don't go through what I do.
ILAO makes justice attainable for people without lawyers. When the legal system feels impossible, ILAO gives you the tools to fight back.